Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode here of Avengers in Trading. Today is March 31st, 2021, and we're going to be covering Tesla and the rest of the electric vehicle market. And it looks like it's good news for now. Looks like we found a decent bouncing area. From my perspective, I just don't think it's a full reversal trend yet, but I think it's just a nice little bounce area where you can kind of like mini swing trade, so if you look here, the 1 hour has hooked up, everything's above now, so that looks good to go. Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is finally hooked up right there, and then the 1 day, we got some green bars right here looking to hook up. So I think we're going to test the $700 area first. And then after that, we'll see from there. You have to take it step by step. If it could break 700, then it can continue going up or whatever to go back up to the $800 area. But for now, this $700, 719 area looks like the resistance right around there. So yeah, I would assume like right around 700 is where they might either reject it at and then come back down to do a little retest and then continue bouncing up if it's a full trend reversal. But if it's not, at least this little bounce gives us a little relief because we've been red for so long now. It's about time that we're getting some kind of decent bounce, So, but Tesla's looking good. So let's look at XPEV. All right, as you can see here, all of it is looking the same. So it just depends on where you feel like is the most bang for your buck to like do this mini swing trade or whatever it is. But the 1 hour is up, the 4 hours up, and then same thing as the 1 day right here. 1 day we're getting some divergence. We got green bars right there, but if it hooks up, then this could be a nice decent bounce. So yeah, if it goes like this, some kind of divergence thing right here and crosses above, oh man, this could be a nice bounce, Where would the resistance area be on XPEV? Let's see, right around like $37, somewhere around there. Yeah, right around $37 or so. So you might get rejected and do some kind of, retest, come down here and retest a little bit and then continue bouncing up, but you take it one step at a time. So look around $37 area where it might get rejected, and if not, it might break up and then continue bouncing up. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, next one is Lee. Yeah, Lee's doing the same thing, crossing up here on the 1 hour, 4 hours crossing up right there, and then 2 green bars on the 1 day. So that's looking pretty solid. So I think it's gonna chop around this area for a while, with Lee and Tesla and XPeng, and then after that they're gonna continue popping up. But where would their first rejection area be? And if it breaks above it, then then keep on riding it. But be right around here, right there, right around 2627. So around the same area, right around here. This is where it got rejected before. So you just have to be aware of that. If it breaks it, then we might be running, like a little mini run. So there you go. So if it goes up to 27, we got some room on that on Lee. Okay. All right. Next one is NIO. NIO, where would the rejection area be at here? Right around $43 area. So we got some room to pop up right there. That's if we have enough juice to test out the rejection area. Around 43.5 or so, give or take. But yeah, all of us looking the same, guys. I mean, they all run together. It's kind of like Bitcoin, how Bitcoin runs everything. Yeah, it's above, and then we got some green bars right there. So, but we're not out of the woodworks yet. I would like the 1 day to completely be above. If the 1 day is completely above, I would feel better. But right now, you know, we got a little bounce. So just take advantage of that, because we might continue back down to, you know, to retest a certain area. Who knows? But for now, it looks good. This might last a few days or a few weeks. We don't know. But the only thing you can do is just hop in, take the trade, and then, you know, once it fails, you can get out. Plug had a 10% run yesterday, so that was really nice, and then it had a 5% today. But the thing is, most of the run today was mainly done pre-market, so sometimes you have to get your position in beforehand to get the run. But yesterday it ran all day during the whole day, so that was good. But everything looks the same, guys. You know, I would just call this a mini swing. I don't think it's a full reversal, honestly. As long as this is below right here, as long as this the 1 day is below, I still don't feel good about it yet, just yet. Okay, next one is Workhorse. Now this one is one of the weaker ones, but the thing is, the risk to reward is really high, which means, like, you know, there's a lot of risk to it just because it did not get approved by the USPS contract. But the reward is really high because this thing can fly all the way up to like $18 to $20, you know. So that would be where the rejection area is at. So yeah, let me see here. Oh, 4 hour. Whoops. Okay. That was not the 4 hour then. Sorry guys. Alright, there we go. Okay. But we're not out of the woodworks yet. I mean, I want the 4 hour and 1 day to cross up completely. And then that's when things can run. But if it pops up, $18 is a rejection area right there. So this might have some room right here. It might have some room to run. All right. Next one is Helion. Helion, I would stay away from this. Out of all of them, I would stay away from this one. I mean, this is just like Workhorse, where it's high risk, high reward. No one's really into Helion right now. So it used to be a favorite of a lot of people. You know, people used to love Shell, but now they just don't care for it anymore. So I wouldn't even touch it at this point. But, you know, it's high risk, high reward. You know, if you get it at this level, if they get any kind of good news, this thing's going to fly up. But if not, I think it's just going to stay flat around the $10 to $12 area, you know. So just FYI. All right, next one is Fisker. Now, Fisker, I said I was going to be interested around this area right here. You know, $14 to $16 area. So I'm not completely fully interested in this yet. This might give some kind of sympathy bounce, but I would stay away from this too until it comes all the way back down to like $14 to $16 area. But you know, I don't know. It's up to you guys. But I just don't see a decent setup on this compared to like Plug or Neo or Tesla. You know. All right, Ride's been crappy too. Honestly, it's the same thing as Workhorse and Helion, you know. So I don't know. I mean, this high risk, high reward. You can get it around this area and pray that they get some kind of good news and this thing would just bounce. But right now, I just don't see anything going on with this one. You see here, I mean, we're just struggling crossing up above the 1 hour, and then the 4 hours like just staying sideways like this. You know, it just doesn't look good right now. But can it bounce? Of course. You know, it's just a little bit slower compared to Tesla or Neo or Plug or something like that. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I mean, you know, just look for the setups that I just showed you, and it looks like some of them have decent swing trade capabilities, and some of them just aren't as good. Talk to you later.